Today I'm going to show you an easy technique for turning white paper into a gorgeous swirl of color. You can create ombre or raindrop patterns, or make your paper appear to be tie-dyed or watercolored. I'm using plain white cardstock. You'll want a stack of it because once you start making these, you won't want to stop. I'll be using koi coloring brush pens, which are dye and water-based. I'll be laying the color on an inking palette made by Graphics. This is a pad of plastic sheets that are glued at both ends. That means the surface won't shift when you're pulling a print. Use the koi coloring brush pens to scribble a design on the Graphics inking palette. For this design, I'm just adding random blobs of color. Spritz the inking palette with a bottle of water. The amount of water you use will impact how much your colors blend and bleed together, so feel free to experiment. Lay a piece of white cardstock straight down on the wet inking palette. Smooth thoroughly to transfer the color, then peel off. This made a pretty watercolor-like print. You can pull a second print from the palette for a design that looks totally different from the first. This second print reminds me of lizard skin. These inking palettes are disposable, so if I were playing with acrylics today, I'd just peel off the top sheet of plastic and discard it. But the ink from my koi coloring brush pens cleans up easily with a paper towel, so I can reuse this sheet indefinitely. Here's a print done in warm colors. Let's try something different with a tie-dye pattern. Start with the lightest color at center, then work outward, scribbling a series of colorful rings. Spritz and pull your print. I think this second pull looks like raindrops. Have fun experimenting with stripes, shapes, and ombre effects. This would be a fun art project to do with kids. So what can you do with all this pretty paper? You can use it for cards, art journals, or backgrounds for hand lettering. I think I'm going to alter some small notebooks that I got for $1 each. I'm removing the wire coil. I want a really good, smooth adhesive for this, so I'm going to use Artist-tac, which is an adhesive sheet made by Graphics. Peel off one corner of the paper backing and press the notebook cover face down. Peel off and you have a perfectly even, incredibly thin layer of adhesive. Press the adhesive to the back of your dyed paper and trim. Use a small hole punch to punch the holes for the wire coil. Now you know I love to doodle, so of course I want to pretty up my notebook with a hand-drawn design. I'm using a Pigma Micron pen in size 05 to doodle a dream catcher. Of course you can draw anything you'd like.
I don't feel afraid to innovate. Don't miss a chance to be creative. Don't. Why don't I try this at home? Try this at home.
If doodling just isn't your thing, here's one more idea. You can print any design you'd like on computer graphics adhesive back sheets. There is no need to reverse your image with this specific type of transparency plastic. After adhering your dyed paper to the notebook cover, press the front of the notebook down on the adhesive side of the printed computer graphic sheet and trim. You can even print photos to lay over your dyed paper. The project ideas for this paper dyeing technique are endless. To discover more about Koi watercolor brush pens and Pigma Micron pens, visit my sponsor, sakuraofamerica.com. To learn more about computer graphics self-adhesive transparency film, Artist-tac adhesive, and inking palette pads, check out my sponsor, graphicsarts.com. For hundreds more art tutorials, visit my website at madebymarzipan.com.
Try this at home.